Hey, welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's your girl Tanya D. Floyd. Got a doozy for y'all today. Yeah, I can laugh about it now. But it was touch and go for a minute there today. Yeah, I got prepared to leave the house and put some packages in circulation. Went to the UPS store to drop some stuff off, right? But when I was in the car getting ready to back out of the garage, your girl backed into her own garage door. I've heard of mommy brain and, foggy brain and menopause and all this stuff, but I don't think it was that today. So what had happened was I told the boy to go get the trash cans from off the curb, put them in the garage. I told him that on my way down the stairs. We had the baby with us, not the baby, the baby before the baby came. Okay, that 4-year-old grandson of mine. So they went to get in the car. I was first. Yes, they were dragging their feet. I got in the car first, but I didn't get all the way in the car because, I'm programmed. I got a system. How I normally do it is I open my car door. I get up in my seat. I shut the door. I put on my seatbelt with that same left hand. And then I take my key out of my purse and I start the car up. But before I start the car up, I put the key in and then I hit the button. Boop, open the door. Turn the key because I don't want no carbon monoxide poisoning, right? But like clockwork, shut the door, seatbelt already on, put the key in, boop, hit the door, crank it. So today, what had happened was the boy, I told him one time, get the trash cans off the curb, and I was going down to get in the car, but I did not shut my car door because I already, the programming, right? I ain't shut the door. So I was sitting there with the door half open, waiting for them to come get in the car. I did sit my purse down like normal next to me on the seat. And I was getting ready to get the key out. I didn't take the key out. But yeah, they was doing their thing and I saw my son come around and put the baby in the car seat and he strapped him in and everything just as nice. And the next thing I knew, he was getting in the front seat and I shut my door. I put my seatbelt on. I hit the button and I cranked the key. And then I heard the door moving. I counted the typical number of seconds I usually count. And I hit that joint in reverse. And I took my foot off the brake. I ain't even tapped the gas. I just took my foot off the brake. And I heard this rumbling. And I was like, did I just run over my trash can? And I was confused because the trash cans was on the curb last time I checked. So the boy's looking at me and I'm looking at him like, what the hell is that? And he was like, Mommy, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. So I was scared to look. I was like, go check. What is that? Go look. How bad is it? Because I don't have no money for none of this. So I was thinking, I don't have no new garage door money. And I sure as hell don't have no damn deductible for this car and none of that. I don't have none of that. So I was like, just suck it up, Floyd, go look. So I took my seatbelt off. I got out the car and I went around to the back and I was like, ain't no trash can. What is this? What did happen? And I noticed the garage door was like halfway open. I'm like, why is this door like this? Halfway open? Why is it? What? None of this was computing, right? So I was thinking, like, what didn't happen? How? And he looked at me and he said, you hit the button. It's not funny. He was like, you hit the button, didn't you? And I was like, of course I hit the button. How am I open the door? He said, I got the trash cans. I already had the door open. Why would you push the button? And I was like, what? When did that happen? I didn't see none of that on the. Oh, he got it on the first time I told him to do it. That never happened. So I'm still thoroughly confused because when did you go get them trash cans? I swear I still do not recall him opening that door. I didn't hear no noise of him dragging the can up the driveway or none of that. But I do vaguely remember now looking to my right, and I remember seeing those trash cans lined up on that side of that wall over there. I don't know when they got there or how, but he had done it. And I swear, I don't understand how it happened. But, all right, anyway, so it went down just like that. And I'm looking at the door and I'm thinking, like, how bad really is this? So apparently, because it was only halfway open, what happened, yes, I did hit the button, but it was already open, so it was closing instead of opening when I hit the button. So it came down just enough, but when I was backing up, it only, like, I got a truck, so it didn't hit the bumper or the door. It kind of hit at the part where the glass is in the back. It didn't crack nothing scratched, none of that. Amazing. Swear to God, that truck heavy as hell. I don't know how we survived, but it's an act of God, and by the grace of God, there nothing bad happened. But the door was a little banged up, I'm gonna say. The door just got a nice little dent in the middle, right? But we were like, working together trying to pull the door so we can get the big dip out of it and straighten it out a little bit. It worked out. And then we noticed these little pins. So your garage door has a track and it's like a series of pins, like a wheel and axle situation. The pins go through the outside track and through the latch or the metal piece on the door to hold the door in the track. So a couple of those had popped out so the door wouldn't raise and shut naturally. But we got it straightened out enough where we could move the pans. And fortunately, there's a lot of give in those pans. It's about 6 inches long, each one, I think. Yeah, so there's like the wheel that sits in the track and heavy grease. I probably still got black grease on both my hands, but it's the wheel that sits in the track and then the little pin part that goes through the track and the door to hold them together. Um, we had to put some of those back in the holes and adjust them, but we got it back on track. And then we went to hit the button to shut the door. It would only shut halfway. So I figured it was confused. So we just pulled the little string and let it go all the way. And then we tried closing the door and have it open, but it didn't do it. So we opened the door all the way up, took it off, pulled the string and made it reset the chain. And then we let it click back and it opens and shuts normally. But when we came back home this evening, we noticed that the bottom pin on one of the sides was trying to slide out of the hole, so it wasn't allowing the door to shut properly because the pin wasn't through the hole in the door. So we had to do a little maneuvering and open it just enough to get it to a spot. So I noticed that I hit it enough to bend the track in one area and leave a gap in another, like the part that pulled in leaves a gap underneath it. So it's weird, but the pin ain't really long enough to accommodate all of that. So we did have to do some adjusting when we came back tonight, but we got it all shut and locked and everything. So what a day. How'd that happen? Such is life. Such is my life. Hit my own garage door, Lord. But my truck looked perfectly fine. It looks perfectly fine. Those doors are I guess aluminum. And oh, I did when I hit it. Did crack a little bit of the outside trim work, but I just tapped that back in. It's attached with some nails. I just literally tapped it back in. It's cracked, but still there. And the bottom, the very very bottom of the door, that little metal piece that touches the ground when the door shuts, it's a little bent in one area, but it's not like a big ass truck backed into it, kind of bent. So we gonna keep it moving, all right? Um, I had plans to replace the garage door and the siding on the house in the next few months, but of course, the way my life worked, people playing with my money and stuff, and talking about their process is a little bit delayed, and appraisals ain't coming. I was trying to take some money out the house so I could fix the house, right? It's the outside of the house that needs attention, not the inside. I redid every piece of the inside, so yeah, might need a new HVAC system in the very near future. However, people playing with my money and my time, so I don't know. But yeah, I was gonna replace the door and the siding, and this winter. So, well, not this winter. You don't really want them working on outside in the winter. I was trying to do it now, but of course, not gonna get an appraisal, and I'm not gonna get this money for a couple more months. So it'll be spring. But we know how to fix the thing. So if it come back out, we just put it back in. Mm, mm, mm. How the hell? Child. This is my life. It just is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now. I've done enough. Have a great day.